528, aka Big Money Benjamin. Hopefully you can hear me good. We're going to do this simple live stream. So JP Morgan Chase and good old Bank of America. Well. What do you know? Seem like they're in problems again. But they'll be all right. They'll get bail out, bail in, whatever you want to call it. There's different terms, different ways, different methods. The point is, they will be all right. The question is, will you be all right? So I'm going to give you some of the things to know real quick because this was a very, very interesting article. I wish they could make it where I wish. Okay, sorry people, I'm back. These are the ills of going live. It's it seems like YouTube still haven't been sending out the notification. So let me start off. Salute to the international audience. Salute to the domestic. This is for people that's being bothered by bill collectors. For people that's being also bothered by foreclosure. You have a house, you need foreclosure. I want you, for those who's coming in, it should be what, three dots in your upper right hand corner, right? While I'm live. So, hit that like button for me. It helps the algorithm. As I was saying, one of the things I want y'all to write this down. Consumer law. This is for if you being bothered by a debt collector, they're blowing up your phone, everything. Cause like you see, Chase. Before I continue, let me tell you what Chase punk ass be doing. Chase and Bank of America, they're everywhere. They're like a damn cancer. Anywhere you think they're not, they are. Either they own a company and they work through that company. So pay attention. Consumer law. You as a consumer and them as businesses, banks, institutions, whatever name they want to go by, they have to follow a certain set of rules, right? Or should I say laws. So it got something called Consumer Law 162GB. Now, I want to make sure I write it down for you so you can see when you're putting it in a search, 162 lowercase g in brackets B. So it should look like this. I don't know if you're going to see it in reverse or whichever way, but 162G in brackets, right? And you put the B. So that's how it's going to look when you type it in the Google search. That deals with validation. You want to make sure they validate that debt. Most of them will not know how to validate this debt. They won't be able to. Because what they constantly do is they're selling your debt constantly. And by the time it reaches the debt collector, they buy that debt. Don't feel sorry for them. Don't feel sorry for them. They'll be all right. Think about you and your family. You and your family got to eat. So what you do with 162GB, that's 162 Gina Boyd, GB, right? 12GB. That helps validate the debt. And you're going to send them that, like when you get that in the mail, you're going to respond to them with a letter. But I want to be more clear. It should be like a validation letter where you're disputing. It's like, yo, before we even get into this, Show me my signature, because the signature is what validate as proof. You're now going into this crypto era, people. You need to pay attention to this type of stuff. That's why I told you get cryptoprolife@gmail.com, because this GPU, Oracle, what's the next word? AI. How could I forget that? GPU, Oracle, AI system that they're putting you into and they're boxing you in is where your fingerprint, your retinal, your whole face will be the new signature. And then to uptick it into DNA. So soon, stuff like this won't be able to work as you think it. It'll still be ways to get at them, but it'll be way more difficult, and you really would have to know your stuff. So that's why you have to handle stuff now, because what they're trying to do, they're trying to be slick. They're trying to take the debt over into the new system, because this system is going to crash. I'm not here to debate and argue with you. If you don't know that by now, I don't know what to tell you. So they want to try to be slick with it, to try to still lock you in and bind you. So when you send a validation letter, all right, produce my signature, show me where my signature is. And you know what? While we at it, hold that. Consumer law Consumer law 162 GB. Hold that. They start to get scared. And what they're not telling you is, when you read the article on that, y'all see the title of the video. When you read the article on that, you will get to learn, excuse me, I dropped my pen. You'll get to learn that a lot of people is getting at them while they're owing billions of dollars in debt, while people just not paying them back. It's because people are hitting them with this type of stuff. So they're selling it off to the debt collector, or the banks is selling it amongst themselves. Now, you might think this information ain't important for you to learn. You're going to be sadly mistaken. You're going to be sadly mistaken. You're going to think it's not important for you to get into crypto. You're going to be sadly mistaken. You're going to think it's not important for you to get into gold and silver. Oh, I got time. I don't need to get into it right now. You will be sadly mistaken. Trust me. So with 162 GB, the consumer law, you send that letter to them with the validation letter. Okay? Because within 30 days of them sending you the information, they got to produce it. And I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, they will not be able to produce it. Now, for those who have the house foreclosure, I remember seeing this on the news years ago. And I'm talking about, I want to say 18 years, if not more. This one is when the house is going into foreclosure. Now, you see, some people is ashamed when that happens, and they miss out on good advice, because you never know who have information to tell you on how to save your home. Something so simple. So I know this chick, this was way back, right? She had a house. She was about to get the house taken from her, right? The moms bought the house. They got the loan from Chase Bank, right? They go Chase again. So I told her, before these people take the house, you want to write them, because they was on the verge of getting the house taken. I let them know, write them and tell them to produce the note. It's really that simple. Produce the note. PRODUCETHENOTE. Produce the note. You don't want to hear nothing. You want them to produce the original note of what you paid for and what you did. Now, come on. I see a lot more people in here. Y'all could comment. If y'all don't know how to comment, It should be right at the bottom. And hit that like button. It should be at the three dots at your upper right hand. Come on now. Don't do that. I'm giving y'all real good information. So that's why you see BlackRock slick ass buying up all the assets, real world assets, right? That's what they looked in to say, RWAs, and they're looking to tokenize it. So you have BlackRock, but you also have Blackstone. Blackstone, the CEO of Blackstone and the CEO of BlackRock is like this. Now, this affects everybody. I don't care if you have a house. I don't care if you're renting. I don't care if you stay in a shelter. I don't care if you're living in your car. This affects you. I need y'all to understand this because I'm learning more and more every day as I'm getting deeper into this and I'm talking to people how not just ill-informed people are, they're really lost in the source. It's really bad. Y'all don't know what's coming down the pipeline. They're looking to tokenize the real world assets, meaning this pen, they want to tokenize. Okay, this hoodie they want to tokenize. When you're dealing with this hoodie, I already told you, with doing it with consumer goods, it got something called VeChain, a crypto called VeChain, and it also have the next crypto called VThor, VTHOR. VThor is the fuel for the crypto VeChain. This goes deep, where they tag everything. I see somebody put victorious. Yes, thank you. VET, VET. That's the symbol for VeChain. The one for VThor, like I said, the fuel is VThor. VTHOR. So they've been looking to do this, been looking to line you up. That's why with Cello, they're looking to make the passports, okay? Digitalize the passports, and others are in on it. So you always got to remember GPUs, oracles. The oracles is the one where they're going to bring the old system over to the new. Once the system crash, that's your Amazon Web Services, that's your Google. You are stupid or you're stupid if you believe this is not going down, this is not going to happen. It's already lined up, it's already in the work. So when it comes to your house, okay, even when you're dealing with your apartment, because it's going to look to be bought over. That's why Crypto Pro Life, I'm going to give you one on Crypto Pro Life that they talked about, and they've been saying, get this, just like Render, when I was telling y'all, get Crypto Pro Life. Each one they keep having Render. Look, you could have got Render at 25 cents, 80 cents. The sucker skyrocket to what? $13 or something like that. And now doing a healthy retracement of 9, 10, somewhere around so. Sometimes dip to 7, go back up. You want to get Avalanche. Avalanche. The symbol for that is AVAX. 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 BlackRock just recently teamed up with them to deal with the housing market and all that good stuff. Next crypto you want to get when it comes to dealing with the housing, where they digitalize everything and putting stuff in the NFT and all that, is Pro. The crypto name is Proppy. And sure enough, the same way how Bank of America and Chase Bank is everywhere, XRP Ripple is everywhere. I shouldn't have to tell you to get XRP. Now, when you have these type of cryptos, they're helping you deal with real world assets, bringing you onto the new age. FYI, get the latest Crypto Pro Life at gmail.com. Crypto Pro Life at gmail.com. Tell them Joel Benjamin 528 referred you. Okay? Any questions on that? Because these are what they're using. Look up the article. Just type in BlackRock and Avalanche, and you'll see the team up. The next thing y'all been sleeping on is H-Bar. Crypto Pro Life been telling y'all to get H-Bar. Y'all missed the pump. Crypto Pro Life was telling y'all to get H-Bar at 3 cents. You missed the pump from when it went from 7 cents to 18 cents a coin. You would have been able to cash out. Well, in case you don't know, H-Bar have approval from London. Okay? H-Bar also started working with BlackRock. So BlackRock and Blackstone is like this, both CEOs, because Blackstone, that's dealing with everything housing, the housing market, is part of BlackRock. But they had to break it apart so it couldn't be a monopoly. I must say this again. They had to break it apart so it couldn't be a monopoly. Okay? So although it looks like they're different entities or whatever, they're the same. You see my 2 hands? It's attached to my body. Okay? So when I put this out for y'all and I tell y'all, yo, y'all gotta get this information, do this and do that, and y'all don't do that, let me tell you something. Come the end of 2024, coming in, I'm just saying it. I know I'm going to hear people saying I'm Mr. Doom and Gloom. Come 2024, the ending of 2024, into the middle of 2025, you all are going to feel it like you haven't ever felt it before. Let me tell you something. You see all this stuff that's happening with the celebrities? Huh? All that's happening with the celebrities right now, just that alone, just that downfall alone is going to cause a spiral. Now you might say, well, damn, how is that? What the celebrities got to do with it? Because the funds and stuff that they pumping in the market, and they won't be able to keep you distracted no more because they're being exposed. Because a lot of these celebrities, they are broke. A lot of the ones that you think is doing it like that, they are broke. It's now coming out how broke. Fantasia told you that. The chick, Gabrielle Union, told you that. And I could keep. Monique told you that. You know Monique from the Parkers. Monique from the movie Precious, the comedian. She told you that. Cat Williams told you that. So I could keep going. So you need to know this type of information. Okay? I see Moti asks, hey Joel, did you see Jamie Dimon meet with the Prime Minister of Iraq? I'm so glad you mentioned that. Yes. Did you see he made a world tour? Let me tell you something. On this new Crypto Pro Life course, this is deep. They're not only telling y'all with the cryptos, the stocks, they're also talking about currencies. There is about to be a major shift. That's why Ripple XRP and Stellar XLM is so important. But they're not the only ones. It's all going to come together. That's where you got Proppy. And funny, why one of the head persons for Proppy worked at where? Ripple. I could keep going. So when dealing with this money, you have to learn the transformation, and you have to learn how to back them up in the corner. So when they want to foreclose on your house, you hit them with produce the note, because they already sold your note multiple times. A matter of fact, they so grimy. Listen how grimy these people are. They will take your deed with the ownership for your house and sell it back to themselves multiple times, but through the different corporations that they own. So you have bitch ass Jamie Dimon that turned around and said Bitcoin is a scam, Bitcoin is failing, I already posted a video up on my Instagram, Joel Benjamin 528. Go watch the video. Tika Tawari been exposed them, while he's telling you that he would fire any one of his people he find out that's into Bitcoin. I don't know how you're going to find out that, or if you do, why would you do that? But, he's going to fire them. Bitcoin is a scam. Bitcoin is no good. The whole time this man was buying Bitcoin. Okay? JPMorgan Chase was buying Bitcoin, but they wasn't buying Bitcoin directly from themselves, the bank. They were buying it from a company that JPMorgan Chase owns in England. It's London, England, right? Over there. And they were buying up the biggest amount of shares of Bitcoin. Now, you have BlackRock, and I challenge y'all, go find this. Go back when BlackRock first bought crypto. I challenge y'all to Google this. It's going to be so hard for you to find. They bought Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, what's the other one? Ethereum, okay? And it showed how much they bought. When you go look for that, you won't see it. So now BlackRock is owning up all these apartment buildings, all these houses out here. Every state, by the way, along with Blackstone. So those two is coming together and buying it all up. We're not even getting into the fact of State Street and Vanguard. We're not even talking about State Street and Vanguard yet. That's two other beasts. Oh, FYI, they all interchangeably own each other. Now, back to Chase Bank and Bank of America. Bank of America owns Merrill Lynch. BlackRock is looking to tokenize all assets. There recently a push to trade stocks 24/7. In order for them to do that efficiently and properly, they are going to have to tokenize assets. I don't know how y'all big traders is not up on this. Y'all should be covered in this type of information and take heed accordingly. So BlackRock owns Merrill Lynch. Bank of America owns Merrill Lynch. My mistake. We know BlackRock wants to tokenize stocks. They're all working together, by the way. Watch this. Well, if we know Bank of America owns Merrill Lynch, who owns BlackRock? Do y'all know? Berkshire Hathaway. You know who that is. You know the company. The dude just died, Unger. Warren Buffett. Unger and Warren Buffett own that. Okay? Yo. Y'all gonna learn to stop playing with me and stop playing with this information. Y'all come up here. Salute to all the people that comment. I see y'all. Y'all come up here. Y'all don't comment. Y'all don't hit the like button. Y'all don't do none of that shit. And I'm giving y'all heavy information. Y'all could hit the button, the 100%, the hearts, the thumbs. Y'all could do something. Y'all don't do that. And I come and I give you this type of information so you could be on point, because this is a whole different language. They are lining you up. I am telling you, come the end of 2024 into 2020, middle of 2025 is when you're supposed to make your most money, because it'll be chaos going on all around you. This system is going to start falling. The housing market is going to come crashing down horribly. And you know what? I've been holding on this information for a long time, waiting to see anybody who's going to say it. And remember, all these people that's coming on here talk about they. My bad, people. My bad. All these people that's coming on here talking about they gurus and all this type of stuff, they're not going to give you this piece of information I'm about to give you about the housing market. There's a chart that's over 100 years old that shows even people that's in top real estate deals with all these charts don't have this. I got the chart, and I'm going to tell you around, they don't say the exact month, they just say around. Anywhere around 2026, okay, is when the housing bubble should be popping. Every time this chart always been accurate and to the T. Always. It don't ever fail. The history mark of when they show you the year that it's supposed to happen, it works every time. That's why anybody that's going to buy a house right now, tell them to hold. Do not buy that property now. BlackRock and State Street and all these other people and Blackstone, Vanguard, they could take that risk. Bank of America, JPMorgan Chase, they could take that risk. You're not able to. And for those who's going to have, on the verge of having their house taken away and pulled for them, you got to tell these bastards when they approach you to produce the note. You want to see the original note. Okay? When them debt collectors come knocking on that door and ringing up that phone, you need to tell them Consumer Law 162GB. This is how it's written. You got the in brackets. Okay? 162G in bracket B. Right there in the middle. That's how you're going to type that in a Google search. And you're going to print that out. And you're going to send it to them with the validation letter. You could type one line. You have to show me validation. You don't even have to say, show them your signature. They're going to try to make it seem like they don't have to show you it. They have to show you it. That will help wipe your debt null and void, because 9 times out of 10, they don't want to mess with you, because the debt collector already could write that off on taxes as a tax write-off. The debt is already paid. He bought the debt from Chase or Bank of America. I'm going to repeat that again. That he or she, whichever debt collector it is, bought the debt already from Chase or Bank of America. So Chase and Bank of America, or whoever it is, should not be hitting you up. Especially once the debt collector is hitting you up. But they'll be slick. They will sell the debt to the debt collector, and then when you go open your app or whatever, it'll still show that you owing them money. Run them freaking credit cards up. Because they're going to give it to the debt collector. The debt collector going to get it. You going to tell the debt collector, validation. What's the validation? The signature. You don't tell them that, though. You just tell them, I want validation. And while you at it, hold this Consumer Law 162GB. Now, this is the next thing. This is another way you could get them. These debt collectors love blowing up your phone. They love blowing up your phone. You're going to let them. Listen to me. Listen to me. Don't just ignore the call. Answer the phone. You could put the phone on mute. Okay? You could talk to them that first initial time, then their number will always show up. So you know who they are. You take their name, what agency, whatever, blah, 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 blah. If you want to talk to them all the time, you can. But you answer the phone. I'm giving y'all a real source right now. You answer the phone. Put the phone on mute. Let that time go by. You document each time they called you, you answer their phone. And if they call you after 6 p.m., after 6, after 7, even better. That's more money for you. What you're going to do now is send them a cease and desist. They ain't going to listen. Make the cease and desist real nonchalant, like you don't know what you're talking about. You just one of them people just popping shit, right? Then you don't even wait for them to stop. Because they already violated and broke the rules, the law. They already violated. So then, and also if they call you on the weekend. I almost forgot that. Oh, I love when they call me on the weekend. I love it. 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 They be blowing up my phone because they got the stuff on an automated message and they didn't have it to shut off for the weekend. So they calling you on Saturday. They calling you on Sunday trying to collect a debt. Oh, I got you. Document that. Answer the phone. Document it. You don't got to say nothing. Just let it go. They'll be like, hello, hello. They'll hang up after. And if it's an automated stuff, whatever machine, just let it play out. After a while, it hangs up. But you answer the call. So they disturbed you and your time. Okay? And then you got them. You got them. You got them bastards. You write them a next letter if you want. Or you just go get your lawyer. Or you take them to small claims court. You ain't even got to go that far. You take them to small claims court. Because each time, each call is supposed to be a monetary value to it. You could go look that up yourself. So once you get that, you hit them with that. Hey, yo, this is what y'all did. If you don't even want to go to the small claims court, this is what y'all did. Y'all disturbed me. Leave me alone. Write that debt off. 9 times out of 10, they're going to do that, by the way. Write that debt off. If you don't, some of them be acting gully. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them be acting gully with their chest out, right? You'll hit them with that small claims court. Hit them for the maximum you could get their ass in small claims court. And then you let the judge know, first off, I asked them to validate. This debt. And I gave them a copy of the consumer law. Here's the information that they did receive it. I email it to them. That's how you got to give it up. You email it to them. You also send it to them by certified mail. You want to do it by certified mail, definitely, so you get the return receipt back. Because once you do it by certified mail, that stamp that you hit their ass with is what really locks them in. That's a whole nother subject. So you lock them in with that because the postal service, right? So they got it. You got them. So once you got them, the rest is history. All right? You could now go out there and be you. Do what you got to do. Live your best life. The problem is, especially with the foreclosure, people don't want to talk about that. So you don't know who knows what. You feel ashamed. Nah, F that. Tell them produce the note. Okay? I'm going to put up a poll here. Do you know about, because I see people now coming in, 162G, okay, in brackets B. I'll put it up here for you. Okay? This is how you get them. This is how you get them. So this is why I tell y'all need to contact Crypto Pro Life. Do not chinks on this. Listen, for the life of me, the amount of cryptos and the currencies they say to get, okay, the stocks pre-IPO and regular stock. Remember a time I told y'all about Bank of America? Y'all didn't know why I was banging so hard on Bank of America. Remember, it was live streams after live streams after live streams on Bank of America. Okay? When you hit them with... Let me start over. I need y'all to understand this. Crypto Pro Life, and I was questioning it. They put out something, and one of the stocks they said to get was Bank of America. I found that weird because Bank of America stocks was plummeting real bad. Not only that, Warren Buffett had sold all his bank shares, Chase, Bank of America, TD, all of them. He sold all the shares. But they had Bank of America up there. I found it was strange. When I went and looked and I did the research, come to find out, Bank of America shares shot up. Guess what? Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, bought back all the Bank of America shares. It dropped at a low, and that was the only bank he bought back, was Bank of America. Bank of America is also partnered with Ripple XRP, by the way. Just a side note. So, I'm going to sum it up. This is very important. Okay? And I'm telling you, anybody that you hear talking about that stuff with the housing, yo, you heard it here first. The housing market should crash around 2026. The downfall is going to start coming around the ending of 2024, going into 2025. It is going to get worse and worse and worse. And then boom, 2026, complete implosion. This chart is always accurate. All these people that's gurus come here and on housing and whatnot, they don't talk about this chart because a lot of them do not know this chart even exists. I'm telling you, they don't know. How do I know? I spoke with the majority of them. They don't know, people. They don't know. They really don't know. Okay? Watch, you're going to see a bunch of them all of a sudden now start talking this. Okay? Gonna be like they oracles. No, 2026. I predicted 2026. Sidebar on that. With the way how everything is topsy-turvy, look at the Bitcoin halving. This is the first time people don't know what Bitcoin really could do around this time. This is the first time Bitcoin have to really go through with this whole thing with a big war on the horizon, constant wars on the horizon every which way. Not only that, it reached its all-time high before the Bitcoin halving. That's the first time ever that happened. That's the first time ever that happened. So we could say 2026, and it might be accelerated to 2024. I ain't trying to scare nobody. I'm just saying there's a lot of stuff happening that's off track that ain't ever happened before. And if that's the case, you need to gear up and prepare now. Contact cryptoprolife@gmail.com. You let them know Joel Benjamin 528 refer you. Get their latest course. They just had an update that came out. Get their latest course. This is real. So to sum it up, when them debt collectors start knocking at your door, you tell them, or calling up your phone. Remember, answer the calls, especially if they're calling you after hours. Okay? Harassing you all on the weekends. You want to answer those calls and document it because now you got them. You can sue them legally and you're going to win because they're violating a consumer law. All right? So you want to also let them know, you're going to send them a letter, also email them, consumer law, the consumer law 162 GB, and you're going to have the validation letter in there telling them you need to validate. Don't put nothing about signature. They know damn well how they need to validate if they have the own or the original debt or you did a debt with them. They know. Because what these bastards is doing is usury. That's a whole nother topic. And then for those who's being foreclosed on, you want to ask them to show you to produce the actual note. You want them to produce the actual note. Listen, they're selling that shit constantly, and they're not gonna have it. I promise you, they're not gonna have it. They're not. If by some miracle they end up having it, that's crazy. Okay? Nina says, do you like hot or cold wallets? Where do you purchase your crypto from? I already went over that. And I'm glad you mentioned that. I think I'm going to put in the description like certain wallets that you could get. Alright? But some hot wallets is needed. Hot wallets is online wallets. Cold wallets is offline wallets. So I'm gonna put that information out there for you again. I'll probably put it in the text message. Remember, watch my video with At Cost Metals. Watch my video Crypto 101. Is a video I have on my YouTube channel, Crypto 101. It's there. Okay? Make sure you get that At Cost Metal link. And in the comment section, I'm going to put all those links in there for you. Because the next thing that's going down with the real world assets, they're going to properly tokenize the gold and silver. Now you might be like, oh, it's already digitalized. Yes, but it's not tokenized. There's a difference. We need it where it's properly running on the blockchain. Salute to the international audience. Salute to the domestic. Cash App. Cash App. People want the Cash App. Joel Benjamin 528. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see something. The Cash App is Joel Benjamin 528. $ symbol. Joel Benjamin 528. Salute to y'all. Y'all welcome. Thank you. Later.